I literally sat with myself for like almost 24 hours because it was important for me to make the right decision. So it's like I had to relive the whole journey once again. I've been dealing with the feelings, and they weren't good feelings. Like, this wasn't really a happy time for me. Throughout this process, you have always been my number one, but you've always made me feel like number two. Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't getting phone calls. I wasn't getting texts. I think you were consistent for like a good week and a half, and I appreciated that. But I know how it feels to be pursued by a man that really wants me. And what I got from you was not that. I genuinely had a connection with Walter, and I really, truly wanted it to work. But I kind of had to go through weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of inconsistency. Don't just keep saying that I'm your number one. Like, actions speak louder than words. I just know that I deserve the best. I want the best. And unfortunately, at this point, I think that our journey should end here. I have to be mindful of the things that I do, the decisions that I make, because I'm not just choosing me, I'm choosing me and my daughter. I fell for Walter. He's just not my guy. I will always love you as a friend.
Right.
But I hope, you understand.
To tell you the truth, it caught me off guard. I hadn't talked to her since she spoke with my family. And after she spoke with my family, I thought it was all good.
All right, so I guess I'll go.
Yeah.
Give me a hug.
All right, babe.
All right, I'll talk to you soon, I hope.
Yeah. Give me a call.
I will, because your ass don't call me.
Everybody has their flaws. Nobody's perfect. Us as friends would still have been cool. It didn't have to be like that, in my opinion. But if that's how she felt, that's how she felt. If that's what she decided to do, that's what she decided to do.
Your favorite color. Paint the skies.
Hi, yes, I just wanted to come and touch on the season finale of Ready to Love. So there was 4 couples, and all 4 couples go down to the end, right? I mean, this season it was really obvious that that was what everybody was working for to get to the end of the show. So the last 4 couples, they all go down, and Sabrina decides to inform Walter that they were at the end of the road. I mean, to be honest, when you really look at what happened, they made it to the end of the show. So I think for her, so she doesn't have to show up to the reunion to make up any stories about why we're not still talking to each other. Somebody left a note on the door. She just decided to end it while they were there. And I agree with everyone on Twitter. I thought that was a good idea to just do it that way, because we're going to see at the reunion people make excuses of why they're not seeing each other, when the truth is there were really no connections anyway, right? And I don't buy the stuff that they're saying. The only couple that I might play into is Dante and Aisha. And only because they are presenting themselves that way, right? At least they're presenting themselves like that on the show. The fact that Mumin and Sydney and Phil and Frank flip-flopped so much, and there was really nothing to show us why they were doing that, I don't really buy into it. I think that people are just getting to the end of the show. That's kind of what I took from it. But yeah, the episode was pretty, I don't know, it didn't bring much. The conversation between Aisha and Dante's brother about finances, I guess that was supposed to be the, a conversation sparker, but not for me. I'm kind of over them talking about money when you know these people are not going to end up together in the same house. So what difference do it make if they can pay a bill or not? I mean, that is getting real tired right there. That whole story line that started with Chris, especially when they know that they don't have a track record of turning out couples. So which means these people will never get to a place where it even is important enough for you to even have this conversation about finances. And that's why I'm saying that it's getting blown, okay? And I think they need to find something else to use to spark conversations. She handled the conversation well. What did you guys think about that conversation? How did you feel about him bringing that up? I think he was the one that started the conversation. The brother, he was a brother or cousin or someone related to Dante. Yeah, I mean, you guys know these couples are not going to end up in the same household anyway. So that's really not something that we need to keep beating in the head about people, how they feel about balancing, a household. We can get to like that old saying goes, we'll get to that when we come to it, and y'all not gonna come to it. So there's just no reason to talk about it. But other than that, I really can't think of anything anything else. And I was watching it, but it was kind of boring for me, to be really honest. It was predictable. Like, you knew everybody was going to come out and pretty much get to the end and say what they have to say. And then when we get to the reunion, and from the clip of the preview, it looks as if they're not seeing each other, right? So, I mean, that's predictable as well. So, but let me know what you guys think. What are you looking forward to hearing about during the reunion? I know I'm trying to find out what was going on between Zania and Aisha, just the backstory on that, why there was tension there between them, because we never found out what that was about. Outside of that, I'm not really, I'm going to watch it just to see what's going on, but it sounds as if Dante and Aisha are the only ones who are going to have a connection. But what do you guys want to see? How did you feel about this episode? And what did you feel about how Walter handled what Sabrina had to say? He said, well, I think we could have at least been friends. But she was looking for someone who was interested in her the same way she was willing to show interest towards them. And I think that's the point. He couldn't remember where the lady was born. And I mean, it was just too much. It was too obvious, I should say. But let me know what you guys thought about the episode. What do you think about the season of Ready to Love and the direction they're going in? Also, the reunion preview. Let me know what you guys think about that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.